Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling coverage of Macomb High Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. And we're at the pit. Doesn't get a whole lot more exciting than that, as it's one of the most prestigious gyms in West Central Illinois. And TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is here for tonight's non-conference matchup between Quincy Notre Dame and the Macomb High Bombers. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Jenny is on the camera tonight. Chris Dewar is in the house, so after you're done watching our broadcast, tune into KHQA TV 7 News tonight and check out the highlights that he has for tonight's game as well. I'll tell you what, folks, as you can see, 28-26, Bombers got a two-set win in the sophomore match. Quincy Notre Dame won a 26-24, 26-24 freshman two-set contest. The volleyball tonight has been phenomenal. If this continues, this varsity matchup is going to be fantastic tonight, and we can't wait to bring it to you here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll reset the scoreboard and get ready to go for varsity action here, as we'll have the national anthem in a few seconds, and then we will have the starting lineups, I would imagine. Not sure how well you'll hear the national anthem. It's pretty quiet in here. The announcers are anyway. So it may be pretty silent here for the national anthem. We apologize for that. I'll tell you what, folks, that is just typical how this night of volleyball has went. It's been fantastic all night long. And what better way to do it when you can't get the PA system to Allie Thorman, one of the starters for the Bombers. You can't get the PA system to play the national anthem, so the whole gym just sings it. Kennedy Adair, D1 signee. Quinn Rexroth, the sophomore. Ellie Duncan. Taylor Adair. Caitlin Robinson, the setter for the Bombers. And the libero. Last but not least, most definitely, Sarah Stuffelbeam for the Bombers. This is going to be fun, folks. I'm telling you, the volleyball tonight has been fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. You can see Chris Dewar on the right of the screen there. WGEM is here as well, so it's going to be all over the news. Allie Intrip one of the starters. Faith Kinsel, the libero. Lily Marth, Delaney Beard, Annie Eaton, Emma Hoeing, and Abby Schreck. Delaney Beard. The team all came out as one, even though they're announcing them individually. And our live chat is open, folks, so hop into live chat. Tell us where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, and that goes for QND and Macomb High. We're happy to have everybody watching tonight, and we're excited to be bringing you this contest from the pit, our first broadcast from the pit in our short tenure with TSSR Game Time Live. So we're happy to be here. Of course, McDonough District Hospital makes this all possible as we're able to travel up and down the road thanks to our title sponsor, McDonough District Hospital. Also, the little added bonus from Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling, bringing the Bombers sports to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH all summer long, or all winter and school year long, I should say. So we appreciate them greatly as well as we're getting ready to go here. Serving first is going to be the QND Raiders, and Lily Marth set to serve things up. Lily Marth set to serve things up for the Raiders, as the Bombers will be on serve receive first. And we're ready to go here. Lynn, thanks for hopping in the live chat. We greatly appreciate it. It says, "Go, good luck, Bombers." I can't even talk. I'm so excited. This is going to be fun. Quincy, Notre Dame, one of the best teams in the state, no doubt. Bombers trying to become one of those best teams, and there's been talk whether the Bombers are good or not. This is going to be a true litmus test. Both these teams are going to be 2A schools, so the Bombers are going to face this Quincy Notre Dame team probably in the first round of sectionals if they both can get there. So let's see what happens here. And Lily Marth set to serve things up as we get ready to go with varsity action here from the pit at Quincy Notre Dame. And Rexroad had it. Kennedy Adair is going to send it across. What a dig by Kinsel. It's going to come near side, and I thought that might have been outside the pole by Intrip, but now it's Kennedy Adair going to send it across. Dug by Eaton, pushed across by Intrip again. Robinson tipped by Thorman. It comes to the net. Thorman wins the battle at the net against Schreck, and the Bombers draw first blood here in the varsity contest. Allie Thorman gets a sports corner kill. And Stufflebeam back to serve for MHS. Off the block, the kill for Abby Schreck. And we're knotted at 1. Going back to serve is going to be number 8, Addison Van Eck. Robinson's going to back set to Kennedy Adair, and it's going to go down for a sports corner kill. Kennedy Adair takes the back set to the floor, and she gives her Bombers a 2-1 lead as Kennedy Adair gets her first sports corner kill of the night. Going back to serve is going to be the setter, Caitlin Robinson, for the Bombers. 3-person serve receive, and trouble on the serve, but it's going to be Schreck sending it across. Robinson's going to come out to Kennedy Adair, and she drives it off the diving Lily Marth, and Kennedy Adair gets her second sports corner kill. And Caitlin Robinson gets the first service point of the contest for either team, and the Bombers are up 3-1. Robinson's serve goes to Worth. Schreck on the attack. It's blocked. Doug. Now it's going to be Taylor Adair with the tip. And Taylor Adair is going to get a sports corner kill. The block is going to be so very important for the Bombers here tonight, as I have them leading 4-3. And an ace for Caitlin Robinson. I might have missed something. There's 2 side outs. It's 5-1. That's what I thought. Caitlin Robinson gets her first ace, and she'll go back to serve again. Short, Doug. Tapped across by Eaton. Now it's going to be Lucanen with the push across. Back set to Schreck. It's tipped, and she can't get it across the net. A hitting error for Abby Schreck. And 4 straight points for Caitlin Robinson, and the Bombers lead 6-1. Has got a Raider tying her shoe back there. It was Avery Keck, I do believe. Over. It drops it down as Kennedy Adair on a sports corner kill on the overpass. Kennedy Adair gets her 3rd sports corner kill. The Bombers are up 7-1, and the Raiders take a timeout. We'll take one as well and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, in just a few seconds.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
And welcome back to the pit at QND High School as Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling presents Bombers Volleyball on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Want to say hi to Sam Urch, watching his girls from Maine. Says, let's go Bombers. And Joy Baker watching as well. And the overpass again and again. Kennedy Adair with a sports corner kill on the overpass. They are feeding the bear, and Kennedy Adair is hungry as she's got 4 kills already, and the Bombers are up 8-1. And checking in for the Raiders is Layla Hernandez-Jones. Robinson got her 6th straight service point. Back set to Schreck. It's Doug. Kennedy Adair on the attack. It goes off the hands of Van Eck. And Kennedy Adair gets her 5th sports corner kill, and the Bombers lead 9-1. The Bombers got to take advantage of some issues the Raiders are having right now. You know the Raiders are not going to continue like this, as Hernandez-Jones on the attack. Kennedy Adair hits that one into the net. A hitting error for the Bombers and Kennedy Adair. And going back to serve the libero, Faith Kinsel. And checking in for the Raiders, number 6, Emma Hoeing. And Kinsel back to serve now. Her serve goes deep. Kennedy Adair is there. Back to Kennedy Adair, a tip. Schreck digs it. Tip outside to Hoeing, and it's down the line. A great attack by Emma Hoeing, and she gets her 1st kill, and that's the 1st service point of the game for the Raiders. Kinsel gets it, and it's 9-3. Bombers with the lead. Stufflebeam out to Lucanen, and now it's blocked. A huge block by Annie Eaton. And another point for Kinsel. Kinsel back to serve again. Closes the gap to 9-4. Kennedy Adair on the attack, and she'll get another sports corner kill for Kennedy Adair. Give her 6 already. And the Bombers open up a 6-point advantage again, 10-4. Once again, if you're watching from the Sports Corner at 124 in Macomb at the watch party, thanks for joining them. Tweet your seat, or text your seat, I should say. Put that thing on Facebook. Show where you're watching from. Hoeing is going to give one a ride out the back of the court, and Kennedy Adair is going to get the service point. And she tried to take a swing at it, but Kennedy Adair now back to serve again. Her team up 11-4. Off of Kinsel. Eaton goes to track it down. Hoeing off the block. It's dug by Adair. Bump set comes out to Stortzum. It's blocked by Eaton and Schreck. Annie Eaton gets her 2nd block. Schreck was there as well for her 1st. And a side out gives the serve back to Abby Schreck and the Raiders, 11-5. Adair with the serve receive. It's going to be a tip by Lucanen, and an overpass It's dug by Honing. And now it's going to be, well, trying to come across to get it was Breckenkamp. Eva Breckenkamp did her best to get there, as there was a lot of hustle by the Raiders, but to no avail. And Taylor Adair back to serve now for MHS. Deep and out, way out, about 12 or 15 feet out. And it's a side out as Sarah Stuffelbeam replaces Adair. Going back to serve is going to be Annie Eaton, the setter for the Raiders. 12-6, Bombers with the lead. Kennedy Adair, they serve right at Adair nearly all the time. Lucanen on the attack. Going to go far side to Hoeing. It's off the block and it'll fall. Emma Hoeing gets her second kill. Eaton gets her first service point. And it's 12-7. Lucanen in that time. Robinson comes to get it. That was Thorman on the attack. Hoeing again, and she's going to drive that one out of bounds. Bombers had a block there. They couldn't get to it, and it goes deep and out. Bombers take a 13-7 lead on the side out. Quinn Rexroth replacing Lucanen, and she'll come in to serve. 13-7, Bombers with the lead in set number 1. Caitlin Robinson served 6 straight. That's how the game got opened up, but it's been close since then. Shrek from the back row hits it into the net. A hitting error from the back row, and Rexroth gets the service point. As the Bomber student section is in full force down here to the right of us. You can hear them probably on the microphones. And Rexroth serves that one deep and out of bounds, a service error. 14-8, going back to serve is going to be Emma Hoeing. Coming in for the Raiders, number 17, Layla Hernandez-Jones. 14-8, Bombers, as Stuffelbeam let that one go over her head. It was out of inbounds, an ace for Hoeing, and Hoeing is the real deal, folks. A lot of height on this Raiders squad. Adair with the dig on. Now it's going to be Allie Thorman. Hernandez-Jones is there. Back row attack from Shrek is in, down the left line, across court, and it's 14-10. Hoeing to serve again. Hoeing serve very similar to the serve of, and a big block that time by Hernandez-Jones. And a timeout going to be called by Macomb High. They lead by 3, 14-11, but it's 3 straight serving points from Emma Hoeing. And the Raiders clawing their way back into it. This game being brought to you by King Family Chiropractic with locations in Bushnell and Macomb. They support Macomb Athletics. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Bushnell Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. To set an appointment, call 309-837-MY-DC at 6932. They also perform DOT and CDL physicals. And a community news brief for all your local news. Subscribe to the community news brief weekly edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. As an option, you can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. Single copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, Blandonsville, and Macomb. And M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles for everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one. Stop and see the fine folks at 41 West Main Street in Bushnell, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or on the web. And that's out of bounds, a service error by Hoeing, and a side out for the Bombers. You can find them on the web. That's M&B Furniture at mnbfurnitureinc.com. You can call them at 309-772-2111. Bombers get the side out. They lead 15-11. Ellie Duncan going back to serve now. Duncan's serve comes. It's tipped across, and Kennedy Adair gets another Sports Corner kill on an overpass. And checking in now is going to be Delaney Beard. 16-11. Ellie Duncan gets the first service point, her first service point, and that's a service error. And gives the serve back to the Raiders. They trail by 4 to the Raiders, 16-12. Going back to serve is going to be number 2, Lily Marth. She started the game on the serve. Back set it goes to Thorman, and I don't know how that wasn't a catch. They didn't call it a catch. They called it a kill for Thorman. Allie Thorman gets her second sports corner kill. Side out Bombers. Stufflebeam back to serve. It's deep. It goes off of Marth. And I tell you what, Kinsel just able to get an arm on that was absolutely amazing as Stufflebeam gets the point for the Bombers, as Stufflebeam had to react to that off the ceiling. Kinsel is going to give that one, and it's going to be double hit as the block for Adair and Robinson. Taylor Adair and Caitlin Robinson get the block. Stufflebeam gets the point, and the Bombers lead 19-12. Middle, it goes to Schreck. It's Doug. Tipped across by Robinson, and a sports corner kill for Caitlin Robinson. On the tip, Stufflebeam gets her third straight service point. 20-12. That's deep and out. Side out to the Raiders. Coming in to serve is going to be number 8, Addison Vanek. Stufflebeam sets to Taylor Adair, who pushes it across. An overpass. Taylor Adair goes back to get a one-arm dig by Worth. Now it's going to be on the attack. Number 3, Delaney Baird, and she's going to get the kill and the side out. Or no, she gets the point for Vanek, and it's 20-14. And a service error gives it back to the Bombers, 21-14. Checking in for the Bombers is going to be Lucanen. She replaces Rexroad in the front row. Caitlin Robinson goes back to serve. She serves 6 straight to open the game up for the Bombers in the first service. Bump set goes to Baird. It's dug by. Now it's going to be pushed across as a great one-arm dig by Stufflebeam. Now a quick to Schreck's going to be tipped, and an overpass is going to come. It's going to be tipped across. Robinson's going to go to Kennedy Adair, and she's going to drive it home. Kennedy Adair with a sports corner kill, and Ellie Duncan, you can see him congratulating Ellie Duncan right there on the screen to the right, as she had a huge one-arm dig in that, and Kennedy Adair gets her 8th sports corner kill, and the Bombers lead 22-14. Caitlin Robinson gets an ace. 8 points, 2 aces in set number 1, and the Bombers are up 23-14. Another short serve. It's going to be an overpass. Kennedy Adair drives it home. A sports corner kill for Kennedy Adair, 9 in set number 1, and the Bombers are 1 point away from a set 1 win, 24-14. Caitlin Robinson serves it again, and that's off the arms, but they're going to get a chance to send it across. Schreck's going to send it across. It goes off the block of Adair. Abby Schreck gets her 2nd kill, a side out. It's going to take 9 straight to send it to extras. Back to serve is Delaney Baird, who had a huge kill a few moments ago. We'll see what she can do from the service line. Kennedy Adair is there. Back set's going to go to Adair for the set win. They can't get it. It's a huge block by Schreck and Hoeing. Hoeing and Schreck get the block. That's the 2nd for Schreck, 1st for Hoeing. It's 24-14. Baird gets her 1st point. And Stufflebeam goes to get it. Duncan chases it down. It's off the lights, and it's going to be a point for Baird. 24-17. As the Raiders are closing back in. Bombers just need a side out. Adair. Robinson to Adair. She tips it, and it's going to go off of Marth. And a sports corner kill. Give her 10 in set number 1 for Kennedy Adair, and the Bombers get a 25-17 set 1 win over the host QND Raiders. We'll take a break here between sets and be back in just a couple minutes on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, as Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling brings Bombers sports tonight from the pit at Quincy Notre Dame High School.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
And welcome back to Quincy Notre Dame High School's Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling. Brings you Bombers Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, live from the pit in Quincy, Illinois. As Thorman and the Bombers win set one, as you can see, 25-17. Stufflebeam going back to serve. We'll reset the scoreboard with the set win. And here we go. Both teams amped up to play. How amped up? There was over a minute left in the between games, and that's in. Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call. Hernandez-Jones got that to fall. I know the Bombers student section doesn't like it, but that was a great shot right at the back corner. And going back to serve is Van Eck. She served 3 straight to end set 2, or set 1. She might have been on the line right there. Robinson, Kennedy Adair, and she'll hit it into the net. A service or hitting error, and it's 2-0 Raiders early here in set number 2. Van Eck gets her third service point, Duncan, tipped across by Robinson, comes back across and out of bounds. A sports corner kill for Caitlin Robinson, her second. A side out for the Bombers and a chance to tie it up. First set was only tied at 1. Caitlin Robinson back to serve. She's got 9 service points. Set out to Hernandez-Jones. It's blocked. Adair comes to get it. It's an overpass. Dug up. They called a lift, and I don't know how you can call a lift on a punched ball, but what'd they call? I guess they didn't call a lift. They called something on. I missed that, folks. I apologize. Robinson's going to get her 10th service point. And an ace right there. Give her 11, 3 aces. And the Bombers take the lead. Robinson's next serve. Schreck goes off the block of Kennedy Adair, ties it at 3. Schreck gets her 3rd kill. Kinzel going back to serve. Score tied at 3. Kennedy Adair. Robinson back set to Adair, drives it home. A sports corner kill for Kennedy Adair, her 11th, and she'll go back to serve. Bombers retake the lead, 4-3. Kinzel on the serve receive. Back set to Schreck. It's off the block, dug by Kennedy Adair. Taylor Adair. It was Eaton. Dug, crossed. Robinson, Stufflebeam. Stored some deep. It's dug back there by And a cross court on Schreck as she tried to slide. Couldn't get it. The dig was back there by Marth. It's hit out of bounds, and Kennedy Adair gets the service point. Her second. Bombers lead by 2, 5-3. Deep and just long by about a foot. Side out. Coming back to serve is going to be Abby Schreck for the Raiders. No service points, but she has 3 kills and 2 big blocks for Quincy Notre Dame. Taylor Adair, Stufflebeam. Lucanen sends it across. Schreck is there. Eaton to Hoeing, and she drives it home. I think it looked good. It was good. And a tie at 5 as Schreck gets her first service point. Third tie of the game. Bombers trailed 2-0. Tied it at 2 and took the lead 3-2. Quincy Notre Dame trying to retake the lead here. Middle it goes. Off of Stortzum. A sports corner kill for Allison Stortzum. Her first of the night. And the Bombers get the side out and take the lead again. 6-5. Taylor Adair back to serve for MHS. Kinzel, it's an overpass. It's going to be knocked down by Allie Thorman. A sports corner kill for Allie Thorman, her third. Bombers lead by 2. Kinzel went down and got that one. Adair is going to get the service point. Her first. Hoeing. Bump set back to Hoeing from Eaton. Robinson out to Stortzum. Dug by Schreck. Hoeing drives it off the block of Lucanen. Emma Hoeing gets her third kill. Side out. Brings it to 7-6. Stufflebeam comes back in. Adair goes out. Back to serve is going to be Annie Eaton, the setter for the Raiders. Short. Lucanen goes middle to Stortzum. Blocked. Dug. They're going to fight over it a little bit. They're going to get it across, so it's going to go out of bounds. They called 4 hits. I thought the first one was a block. Coming in is going to be Quinn Rexroth to serve for the Bombers. Their team leading by 2, 8-6. Rexroth serve is Doug. Eaton. Back set to Hoeing. Dug by Stufflebeam. Robinson goes to get it. Allie Thorman. It's Doug. That's a nice dig by Breckenkamp. Tipped out by Allie Thorman. Good thought, but it goes out of bounds on the hitting error. Coach Rexroth says, we want you to drive that home. Of course you do. Hoeing goes to the back row now. She's in to serve. I'm not sure that she could have got to that to drive it home, but maybe she could have. It's going to be pushed across. Dug by Schreck. Eaton's going to sit out to Hernandez-Jones. It's Dug. An overpass. One at the net. It's going to roll down the net. It's going to be pushed across by Stufflebeam. Not sure if that would have been 3. It was probably a good call. And a big kill on a quick from Eaton to Breckenkamp. Breckenkamp gets her first kill, and we are now tied at 8. Hoeing gets the service point, her 4th. Kennedy Adair with the serve receive. Stortzum with the attack. Schreck was there. Adair. Robinson to Stortzum. Punches it across. Eaton, they're out of system. Hoeing a bump set. Hernandez. Jones. Adair is there. It's going to come back to Stortzum. Down the line and out. Just barely out. Great thoughts, but just barely out. Quincy Notre Dame takes the lead at 9-8. Hoeing gets her 5th service point. Stortzum on the attack again, and Allison Stortzum and Stufflebeam and Robinson made that happen. Stortzum gets the sports corner kill. Her second. Side out to the Bombers, and we're tied at 9. Ellie Duncan back to serve. Hernandez-Jones. Eaton, a back row attack coming from Schreck. Kennedy Adair on the attack. It's going to be punched back across. Stufflebeam comes to get it. It's going to be tipped across by Caitlin Robinson. A sports corner kill for Caitlin Robinson. And the Bombers lead 10-9. The Bombers retake the lead. Ellie Duncan got the service point. Her second. More trouble on the serve receive. Hernandez-Jones sends it across. Robinson out to Adair. She tips it left-handed, pushed deep across, and they're going to get a chance to get it across. Duncan sends it across. What hustle by the Bombers. It's going to go middle and off the block as Eva Breckenkamp gets the kill as she comes out, and a big-time kill for the Raiders there, and we're knotted back at 10. Coming in to serve is going to be Lily Marth. Stufflebeam on the serve receive. Allie Thorman on the attack. It's dug by Marth. Hernandez-Jones on the attack. Kennedy Adair now. It's blocked. Dug. Schreck. Stufflebeam's there. Kennedy Adair drives it off the block. Hernandez-Jones is there. Eaton bump set to Jones. Into the net. They say 4 hits. I didn't think that got over. And the Bombers are going to retake an 11-10 lead. Stufflebeam goes back to serve. Taylor Adair to the front row. And Allie Thorman goes back to the bench. And Stufflebeam sends that one to the out the back line, and back into serve is going to be Addison Van Eck. 11-11 with Van Eck serving. We said the volleyball's been great. This is just proof. There's a nice dig by Van Eck, and then the Raiders are going to get called a lift as the two players came and hit it at the same time. So back to serve now is Caitlin Robinson. She's got 10 service points, including 3 aces thus far. Lucanen coming back in. Rexroth taking a seat. Bombers lead 12-11. We've been tied at 2, 3, 5, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And Caitlin Robinson. Oh, there's a nice bump set to Jones. It's going to come across. Adair's there. Robinson sets it back across, and it's going to fall out. Tied back at 12. Checking back in is Hoeing for the Raiders. Back to serve is going to be Kinsel, the libero, Faith Kinsel. Short. Duncan. Lucanen, it's blocked. Duncan on the dig. Adair goes to get it. Duncan's going to bump it across short. Van Eck's there. It's tipped across. Duncan goes to get it again. Adair digs it out of the net. Taylor Adair sends it across. Eaton going to go out to Hoeing. Hoeing dug by Stufflebeam. Adair on the attack. It's blocked and dug. And now it's going to be a back set to Schreck. Robinson's there. Now it's going to come to Kennedy Adair. She drives it out deep. Just barely deep. And the Raiders take the lead. 13-12 as Kinsel gets her third service point. Lucanen on the attack. Hoeing is there. Eaton sets quick to Schreck. Duncan with a great dig. Now it's going to be fought out to Lucanen. Now Schreck. It's blocked by Taylor Adair. It's going to be pushed across now by Schreck. Duncan's there again. Robinson's going to tip it across, and a double hit. And the Bombers are going to get the side out. 13-13. And number 13 going back to serve for the Bombers, Kennedy Adair. And Stortzum coming in, Duncan going out, and Adair back to serve. Kennedy Adair, 11 kills, and that's deep and out. Service errors have been huge for both teams. As we were knotted at 13, now it's 14-13 Raiders. Schreck going back to serve, Abby Schreck. Taylor Adair. Robinson back to Taylor Adair. She's going to tip it. It's blocked. Kinsel with a great one-arm dig. Eaton's going to set it out to Hoeing. She's going to tip it across. Robinson's there. Lucanen. Stufflebeam now to Stortzum. Stortzum's going to drive it off of Van Eck. Kinsel's going to go back and get it. Hoeing's going to send it across. Kennedy Adair's there. Robinson's going to go to Taylor Adair. It's blocked, but dug by Kinsel. Eaton now a quick to the middle. It's off the block. It was touched. Yeah, it was touched. That's a good call. It was touched. The kill for Breckenkamp, her third. And Schreck gets her second service point. It's 15-13, excuse me. Raiders with the lead. Near side it comes to Lucarinen, and she's going to use the block and get the kill. Catherine Lucarinen gets the Sports Corner kill, her first of the night, and brings her team back to within one, 15-14. Taylor Adair, Hoeing, blocked, tipped, sent across. Adair's there of the Kennedy variety. Allie Thorman, dug by Kinsel. Eaton, what a job by Eaton to go get that. Hoeing sends it across. Adair's there. Back set to Stortzum. Into the nets. A hitting error. And a side out to the Raiders. Bennett goes out. Entrup comes in. Back to serve is going to be Eaton, Annie Eaton. Stufflebeam comes in to replace Adair on the other side. It's 16-14 Raiders in set number 2. Bombers 1, set 1. Stufflebeam as she struggles with that. And Eaton gets the ace. And the Bombers trail by more than they've trailed the entire night, 17-14, and Coach Rexroth wants a timeout. Tell you this game being brought to you by Tom Conklin State Farm, face-to-face, over the phone, by email, or by text. You choose how you do business with Tom Conklin State Farm Macomb. You can reach them at 309-837-1200 or visit them online at www.macombsf.com. Better yet, stop in and get your quote today at 1221 West Jackson Street in Macomb. And Sports Corner at 124. Macomb's original local sports bar is Sports Corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch your WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. So, Annie Eaton back to serve again. She's got 2 service points. Her team leads by 3, 17-14. Lucarinen struggles with the serve. Stufflebeam's going to send it across. She does get it there. Schreck's there. Eaton sets up Breckenkamp, and Breckenkamp gets her 4th kill. John Burton is joining us. Thank you. Sports Corner's there as well. And she's a freshman chance you're hearing. Breckenkamp. Lucarinen's going to send that one out the back of the gym. And it's 19-14. Eaton has 4 straight now. Struggle for Lucarinen, kind of caught her in between. Allie Thorman on the hit, blocked. Now it's going to be Lucarinen from the left, tipped across. Hoeing is there. Back to Entrup. It's blocked, punched across. Stortzum, Robinson, back to Lucarinen, off the block. It's dug. It's going to come out. Entrup sends it across. It's tipped down by Lucarinen, picked up, pushed deep by Eaton. Now it's going to be Stortzum on the attack. It's blocked, dug by Thorman. Pushed across, and into the net was Breckenkamp, and the Bombers are going to get the side out. And into serve is going to be Quinn Rexroth. The Bombers trailing 19-15, excuse me. Rexroth in to serve. It'll be a back row attack coming from Schreck, and she hits it out of bounds. 19-16. Quinn Rexroth gets her second service point on the hitting error. Coming into the game to play defense is Courtney Keck. She can hit from back there too, folks. She played very well in the sophomore game, so she's going to play a little defense, but she was our leading hitter in the sophomore game as well. Quinn Rexroth to serve. Deep and out. She went right at Keck, and Keck let it go over her head, out of bounds, 20-16. Emma Hoeing going back to serve now for the Raiders. Hernandez-Jones checks back in. Schreck trying to come in. Schreck comes back in. She's still in the back row, though. Left back currently. 20-16, Raiders with the lead. Hoeing a huge serve, and she's going to nail. Oh, that dropped in. What a serve. I thought that was going to fly way out the back of the end zone, end line, and it had awesome backspin on it, and it dropped right on the line, and ace, and the Bombers are going to take a timeout. 21-16, the Bombers trail the Raiders here in set number 2. The Bombers won set number 1, 25-17. This game was tied at 2, 3, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. There were 4 lead changes, and the Raiders have started to take over a little bit. This game being brought to you by the Old Dairy, located at 210 South Lafayette Street in Macomb, serving soup, salad, sandwiches, homemade desserts, Blue Bunny ice cream, and it has a full-service coffee bar. Breakfast served all day long, and they have free Wi-Fi. Visit them online at www.olddairymacomb.com or call 309-837-6700 for your takeout. And Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling. Since 1960, Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling has provided the greater Macomb area with expert sales, service, and installation of quality home comfort systems. Call your local Carrier dealer today at 309-833-2852 and find out why Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling delivers 365 days of indoor comfort. Hoeing again on the serve. Stufflebeam tipped across by Robinson. Out to Hernandez-Jones. Blocked. Dug by Hoeing. And Hernandez-Jones was in the net, I do believe, is what the call was. And the Bombers get the side out. They trail 21-17. Ellie Duncan back to serve now for MHS. Hernandez-Jones on the serve receive. Eaton back sets to Entrip. Entrip gets the kill, her first. She's been little used, but that one was in front of 0 block as the Bombers maybe a little lackadaisical getting over to block, and Entrip took full advantage down the line. It's 22-17, and Lily Marth back to serve. Stufflebeam can't handle it as it went up on her a little bit. Marth gets the service point, her first, and the Raiders lead 23-17. It's like deja vu all over again, only backwards, as they're trying to get a 25-17 win. Robinson sets to Kennedy Adair. Blocked. Dug by Duncan. Stufflebeam back to Adair again. This time it's deep. Dug by Marth. Eaton sets cross court to Hernandez-Jones. Dug by Duncan again. Middle to Allie Thorman. Eaton theirs are out of system. Bump set comes to Entrip. Entrip hits it down and in. Her second kill. Yeah, I was going to say, when everybody started screaming, I thought maybe they had changed that. But it is 24-17, set point, looking to go 3 here. Rexroth, back set, Allie Thorman, and it's out. And we're going 3 in the varsity matchup. As the Bombers drop set to 25-17, so it's looking in a mirror almost. 25-17, 17-25, or 17-25, 25-17. We're going 3 in the varsity matchup here from Quincy, Notre Dame. The Pit is bringing some great volleyball to you folks tonight here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. This is Arnold Brother coverage of Macomb Bomber Sports. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in about a minute to the Pit.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
And we're back here at Quincy Notre Dame High School as we want to get the student sections of both. Get the student sections. As we're going to get the student sections from both schools. Both of them have great student sections here tonight as they're talking back and forth to each other. And it's going to be Bombers to serve first here in set number 3. Both have been 25-17. And we are ready to go here in set number 3. And Sarah Stuffelbeam going to be back to serve for the Bombers. As the Bombers came into the pit, got a set 1 win, 25-17, dropped set number 2, 17-25, and Stuffelbeam trying to give the Bombers as Schreck's going to tip it across and out of bounds. Bombers get the first point in set number 3. They fell behind 2-0 in set 2, then came back to lead on a couple different occasions, but ultimately dropped it 25-17. Hernandez-Jones, it's blocked off the block of Taylor Adair, and it's a side out. Back to serve is going to be Van Eck for Quincy Notre Dame. She has 3 service points thus far. Van Eck's serve dug by a Rexroth. Kennedy Adair on the attack. It's going to be dug and sent across by Marth. Robinson. Taylor Adair. Hernandez-Jones is going to try to get it across. Cannot. Side out back to the Bombers. Caitlin Robinson going back to serve for MHS. Marth, back set to Schreck. Robinson. Kennedy Adair is going to send a free ball across. Coming up to get it's Van Eck. Eaton's going to set middle to Schreck. Dug by Ellie Duncan. Lukanen sends it across. Kinsel's there. Tipped across by Eaton. Robinson's there. Bump set comes out to Kennedy Adair from the 10-foot line. She drives it into the face of Van Eck, but they get it across. Kennedy Adair again from the 10-foot line. This time it's Marth with the dig. Eaton goes out to Hernandez-Jones. It's blocked. Robinson's there. Stuffelbeam. Back to Lukanen. Off the block. It's going to. Kinsel comes in diving to get the dig. Hit Hernandez-Jones. They call it a block, and they throw it down to Schreck. Oh, Bombers are going to. Nope, they're going to blow the whistle. They'll call 2 hits, and I don't think that one got over the net. I'll tell you what, folks, it's hard. It's so hard, even from up here, to see whether those hit the net or the block. I did not think that got over the net, but it happened so fast, and a block is there. It's nearly impossible to know for sure unless we slow it down in slow motion. Stuffelbeam, Robinson, Adair. Nope, Lukarenen's going to get the kill. Catherine Lukanen gets a sports corner kill, and the Bombers retake a 3-2 lead. Kennedy Adair back to serve now for MHS. Hoeing on the attack, and a hitting error sends it into the net, and the Bombers have a 4-2 lead. Kennedy Adair gets her 3rd service point. Kennedy Adair to Kinsel. It goes to net. Eaton going to tip it across. Stortzum was there, but Eaton just got it off the block of Stortzum. Annie Eaton gets the kill. Back to serve is Abby Schreck. Over it comes. Dug and out, but it's going to be Hoeing on the overpass, knocking it down off of Robinson. Hoeing gets her 4th kill. Schreck gets her 3rd service point, and we're tied at 4. And Schreck sends it out of bounds. Service errors have been a problem for both teams tonight. I know seems like, we point out one or the other, but both teams have had trouble keeping the ball in the court on the serve. I know they're trying, and then an ace by Taylor Adair as I talk about serving, but they're trying to do high difficulty serves, and knowing that they need to keep the other team out of system. So both teams are trying to paint the lines, and now it's going to be middle to Breckenkamp, and she's going to block it down in front of Stortzum and Thorman, who blocked it, but it went down on their side of the net, a side out, and the setter, Annie Eaton, going back to serve now. Annie has 4 service points, including an ace, a kill, and 2 blocks. She's had some big blocks as Lucanen goes to get that and hit it off the ceiling. That might well have been out had she had let it go. We're tied at 6 again. Eaton gets her 5th service point. Great student sections tonight, folks. It's awesome. Robinson. Allie Thorman, great dig by Kinsel. Now Hoeing's going to tip it across. Stuffelbein comes to get it. It's going to come out to Stortzum. Stortzum, Eaton. Somebody's in the net. Yep. Allie Thorman, they're calling in the net. And QND takes the lead at 7-6. Eaton got her 6th service point. Back set to Allie Thorman, tips it across. Kinsel comes flying in. She's done so many times that. And there's a big block, but it's off of. Hoeing's going to use the block and get her 5th kill. Eaton gets her 7th point, and it's a 2-point advantage for the Raiders. 8-6. Eaton's next serve as the Bombers fight over it a little bit. Kennedy Adair is going to hit it in. A sports corner kill for Kennedy Adair. She did not have a kill in the second game. That's her first one of the 3rd set, and she's got 12. She had 11 in set number 1 unofficially. Rexroth back to serve now with her team trailing by 1, 8-7. Her serve is dug by Beard. Off the block, Breckenkamp tipped. Hoeing, and then Caitlin Robinson's going to get the sports corner kill. And we're knotted at 8. Caitlin Robinson back to serve from the middle of the floor again. 8s across the board here and a pair of 1s. Both teams have 1 set apiece. Eaton out to Entrup. Robinson sets to Stortzum. It's off the block. Eaton's there. Bump set Kinsel. Hoeing dug by Kennedy Adair. Robinson comes to get it. Stortzum's going to hit it into the net. Side out back to the Raiders, and Emma Hoeing going back to serve. 9-8. Hoeing dug by Stuffelbeam out to Allie Thorman, and she gets a sports corner kill. Allie Thorman gets her 4th sports corner kill, and we're tied at 9. There was only 1 tie in set 1, folks. The Bombers kind of ran away with it early, and then it's been close every since then until late in set 2. Hernandez hits it into the net. The Bombers retake the lead. 10-9, Bombers with the lead. Duncan got the service point, and she almost got an ace right there. We have free ball. Duncan, Robinson, Kennedy Adair. Look at, oh my goodness. That was Entrup and Eaton doing fantastic work. And a timeout charge to the Raiders. We'll keep it here as the Bombers have forced the Raiders into a timeout. Game being brought to you by Ron Elby Auto Sales with locations in Macomb and Augusta. With 80 years of car sales experience, Ron Elby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit www.lbsellscars.com to check out their inventory. And Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling. Since 1960, Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling has provided the greater Macomb area with expert sales, service, and installation of quality home comfort systems. Call your local Carrier dealer today at 309-833-2852 and find out how Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling delivers 365 days of indoor comfort. Duncan gets another service point. Give her 4. And she's up to serve again. Kinsel. Eaton, middle to Breckenkamp, and she almost hit it, but it works to her advantage. A kill, her 5th, a side out for the Raiders. And coming in to serve is Lily Marth. Marth back to serve. And Rexroad and Stufflebeam have a miscommunication. An ace for Marth. And we're tied at 11. Allie Thorman dug, and it's going to be a free ball across by Intrip. Robinson's going to tip it across, then it's going to go off the. Oh, my goodness. Give Marth and Eaton all kinds of credit there. They gave up full body to try to get there and get that one up. They both got hands on it, but neither one could make it usable for somebody else, and the Bombers will retake a 12-11 lead now, and back to serve is Sarah Stufflebeam. It's deep. Kinsel's there. Nice pass to Eaton. Middle it goes to Schreck. Now Schreck again. That time it's blocked, and a block for Adair. Taylor Adair on the block. Stufflebeam gets the service point, her 4th. It's the second block for Taylor Adair, and the Bombers lead 13-11. Right side, Martha's there. Eaton out to Hernandez-Jones, and that hit the foul pole. Hitting air, and the Bombers lead by 3. Stufflebeam with her 5th service point. Short serve this time. Kinsel comes up to get it. Eaton back out to Schreck this time. Duncan on the dig. Kennedy Adair drives it home. A sports corner kill for Kennedy Adair. It's 13 on the night, and the Bombers lead by 4, 15-11, and the Raiders take another timeout. We'll take a break as well and be back in 15 seconds here as Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling brings Bombers Sports to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, live from the pit at Quincy Notre Dame High School.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
And we're back here at the pits. Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling bringing Bombers Sports to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. The Bombers volleyball team there on the screen trying to pull what most would call an upset when you come to the pit. Quincy Notre Dame, a very solid volleyball team. The Bombers, a solid volleyball team as well. Both playing high-caliber volleyball here tonight. And the Bombers lead in set number 3, 15-11. 25-17, 17-25 for the Bombers thus far, or 17-25, 25-17 for the Raiders. Bombers led set 1, Raiders win set 2. Bombers lead in set 3, 15-11. Stufflebeam back to serve again. To the net it comes. Schreck is going to hit it out of bounds down the line. She had a great look and a good idea, but got a little far left with it, and it is going to be a point for the Bombers. Stufflebeam serves that one out of bounds. A service error. We talked about it several times tonight. These two teams are trying to paint lines and serve highly effective serves, not highly efficient serves, as Van Eck serves that one. Taylor Adair. It's going to be one that time at the net as Eaton went up against Kennedy Adair. Kennedy Adair gets her 14th Sports Corner kill, and the Bombers lead 17-12. Caitlin Robinson, who has 11 service points tonight at the service line. Eaton back set to Schreck. Robinson, Lucarin, as Stufflebeam sends it deep. Martha's there. Now Schreck's going to tip it across. Lucarin, it's going to come out to Kennedy Adair. She's going to drive. It's blocked. Doug, sent across by Adair. Eaton is going to get the tip kill, as that was reckless abandon there, as Eaton gets her second kill. And it's 17-13 on the side out. Kinzel's serve. Lucarin off of Kinzel on the dig. Eaton's going to send it out to Hoeing. Dug by Stufflebeam. Kennedy Adair is going to send a free ball across. Eaton now does a good job of finding the hole. Annie Eaton gets her third kill. And it's 17-14. Kinzel back to serve again. She's got 4 service points on the night. Duncan going to come across. And a great job by Annie Eaton again. Her 4th kill, 3rd kill in a row. And the Bombers are going to take a timeout, leading by 2, 17-15. This game being brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. McDonough District Hospital Athletic Trainers and MDH Rehabilitation Center with locations in Bushnell and Macomb provide expert help to Spartan student athletes, West Prairie Cyclone student athletes, and Macomb High Bomber student athletes as they provide care and rehabilitation as well as prevention of athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. As the Bombers lead by 2 in set number 3. Kinzel has served 5 service points in this one. Kennedy Adair has 14 Sports Corner kills. Kinzel, dug by Taylor Adair. Kennedy Adair. It's an overpass, but it worked. Lucarin blocked. Lucarin again. Van Eck. That's going to hit the ceiling, and it's not going to get back across. Bombers get the side out, 18-15. Kennedy Adair back to serve with her team leading by 3. Short and off the arms of a diving Kinzel. And Kennedy Adair gets her 4th point, her first ace. And the Bombers lead 19-15. You know it's an important game in West Central Illinois when Chris Dewar has been here throughout. He's still here. Hoeing on the kill. A great big attack for Emma Hoeing, and she can flat drill the ball, folks. Emma Hoeing has 6 kills now. And going back to serve is Abby Schreck. 3 points, 3 kills, 2 blocks for Schreck. Kennedy Adair with the pass. Near side to Lucarin. It's blocked. Oh, what a one-arm dig. It's going to be across. Stortzum sends it back across. Eaton now out to Hoeing. It's off of Kennedy Adair, and Emma Hoeing gets her 7th kill. And it's back to a 2-point game, 19-17. Schreck gets the service point, her 4th. Robinson, Taylor Adair, hits it into the net, a hitting error, and it's down to a 1-point lead for the Bombers. 19-18. Schreck gets her 5th service point. Kennedy Adair just shoved Taylor Adair up out of the way. Robinson to Stortzum, off the block, and it's going to fall. Allison Stortzum gets the Sports Corner kill, her 3rd. And the Bombers 20-18 lead now. Taylor Adair going back to serve. Off of Kinsel. Eaton's going to come get it. She's going to go out to Hoeing. Hoeing's going to send it across. Stortsom's there. Robinson to Allie Thorman. It's Doug. Outside it goes to Hoeing again. It's a big block, and it's going to be a big hit, and it's blocked out of bounds. Hoeing's going to get another kill. It's 20-19. Intrip comes in. Van Eck goes out. Hoeing gets kill number 8. Back to serve is going to be Annie Eaton, the setter, and she's come to life at the front of the net row as well. Robinson to Stortsom, and it's in. Allison Stortsom, another kill. Allison Stortsom, another Sports Corner kill. She's got 4 now. And Quinn Rexroth going back to serve for the Bombers. Up by 2, 21-19. Right, Kinsel. Eaton's going to set back to Hoeing, and she's going to get the kill. Emma Hoeing gets her 9th. Emma Hoeing, who has served 6 service points, 9 kills, including 2 aces on the service points. She's got a block. Her team trails 21-20. And the serve, Stuffelbeam. Robinson's going to tip it across. It's dug by Marth. No, that's not. It's Beard. Hernandez-Jones gets the kill. Her 2nd, and we're knotted at 21. First time we've been tied since 11. And the Bombers are going to take a timeout, their 2nd of set number 3, as we're tied at 21. This game being brought to you by the Old Dairy, located at 210 South Lafayette Street in Macomb, serving soup, salad, sandwiches, homemade dessert, Blue Bunny ice cream, and a full-service coffee bar. Breakfast served all day, every day, and free Wi-Fi is available. Visit them online at www.olddairymacomb.com or call 309-837-6700 for your takeout. Also, Sports Corner at 124, Macomb's original local sports bar is Sports Corner at 124. With a focus on local sports, catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. We want to say hi to everybody watching at the watch party. We hope that there's a lot of you there. Hoeing is back to serve again. Stuffelbeam. Robinson. Allie Thorman gets the kill. A Sports Corner kill for Allie Thorman. Her 5th. And the Bombers get the side out, retake the lead, 22-21. And it's going to be an ace for Ellie Duncan. Her 5th point, her first ace, and the Bombers lead 23-21. Ellie Duncan back to serve again. Off Hernandez-Jones. Eaton goes to get it. Hernandez-Jones is going to send it across. Robinson to Kennedy Adair. Tips it. Oh, what a dig by Eaton. Holy smokes, folks. Kennedy Adair now drives it home. Beard's there. Eaton's going to punch it across. Duncan now. Robinson. Back set to Thorman. It's blocked. Stuffelbeam. Kennedy Adair now on the attack. Eaton. Kinsel. Out to Intrip. Intrip is dug by Duncan. Robinson. Duncan's going to send a free ball across. It's going to be a quick. It's dug, blocked. And Robinson now comes near side to Kennedy Adair. It's blocked, and a big block by Breckenkamp. And Intrip. Breckenkamp gets her first block. Intrip gets her first block. And it's 23-22, and Lily Marth coming in to serve. Raiders trail by 1. Marth serve. Duncan. Robinson. And it's tipped across and tipped back across. Eaton now to, oh, that's going to hit the ceiling and go out. We're tied at 23. I mean, both these teams playing fantastic volleyball. I still, I'm just going to be quiet. 23-23, Marth, Duncan, Robinson, Allie Thorman, and she's going to get the kill. Allie Thorman, a sports corner kill, and the Bombers are 1 point away. 6 kills for Allie Thorman, and Stufflebeam going back to serve. Middle just, and a big block. It's Kennedy and Taylor Adair getting the block to end it for the Bombers. MHS comes to QND in the pit and gets the upset win. As the Bombers get the upset win after the block by Kennedy Adair and Taylor Adair. That's the third block for Taylor Adair. The Bombers get the win 25-23. (25-17), 17-25, 25-23. The Bombers get the win over QND here at the pit in Quincy, Illinois. Dorothy Valillo still watching. Says, I know you could do it. She knew you could do it, Bombers. But Quincy Notre Dame is the real deal, folks. And it was a great, great night of volleyball all the way around. And we'll take a break, and we'll come back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, as Arnold Brothers is providing coverage of Bomber sports here at the pit in Quincy Notre Dame High School in Quincy, Illinois. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
Well, we're going to interrupt that commercial as the Bombers have their group out on the floor right now. And going to get a picture. This shows, folks, if you're still watching and you're a QND supporter, this shows how big it is to beat Quincy Notre Dame. And the Bombers just did it in Quincy Notre Dame's house. But I'll tell you what, folks, it's a huge deal when you can come to the pit and beat a Quincy Notre Dame squad that is loaded with talent. The Bombers were able to do it tonight. Could they do it again? Well, we might just get a chance to find out, as the Bombers and Quincy Notre Dame are probably on a collision course in sectional play. Sandra Pence, you are very welcome, young lady. Sorry you couldn't make it down here tonight. Joy Baker, thanks for watching. Sports Corner, thank you. Thanks for all you do for us here at TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We're going to get Coach Rexroad up here in a few minutes, I hope, as the Bombers are still down on the floor celebrating. It's a huge win. Muddy Rivers Sports, I would imagine, down interviewing Kennedy Adair off to the right of your screen right now. But it was as good of a game. I'll tell you what, if you guys that are watching now didn't watch earlier in the night, Ron Albiado Sales, yeah, what a game. You're right. You are absolutely right. It was phenomenal. But if you didn't watch all night, if you didn't watch the freshman match, if you didn't watch the sophomore match, I'm telling you, you should go back and watch them, folks. It was fantastic volleyball all night long here at the pit at Quincy Notre Dame High School. It could not have been more fun to do. So happy that the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH crew, was able to come down. And as you can see off to the right there, Chris Dewar still here talking to Caitlin Robinson right now as he's getting some individual interviews with some of the players as well. And I'll tell you what, it was as good of a match as I've seen in a long, long time, folks. It was phenomenal. So make sure you tune in to KHQA a little later tonight, probably later in the week as well, as they will have some great coverage, as Chris Dewar always does on KHQA. Allie Thorman, a huge game. We'll tell you some stats here as we're trying to wait for Coach Rexroth to come up, but she's going to talk to Chris Dewar first. Sarah Stuffelbeam, 7 service points for the Bombers. Actually, make that 8 because she served the last one, if my memory serves me correctly. 11 service points, 3 including 3 aces, 4 kills, and a block for Caitlin Robinson. Taylor Adair, 2 points, including an ace, 1 kill, and 3 blocks. Ellie Duncan, 5 service points, and they were big. They came at big times for the Bombers, and 1 ace. Kathleen Lukanen had 2 kills, but she was way bigger than that in the game. She did some huge things on and off throughout the contest. Quinn Rexroth had 2 service points. Allison Stortzum had 4 kills, but they were 2 or 3 of them in set 3 that were just absolutely huge for the Bombers. Kennedy Adair did what Kennedy Adair does, right? She had 4 service points, including an ace. She had 14 sports corner kills and 1 block, and her and little sister made the block at the end that got the win for the Bombers. And then Allie Thorman had 6 sports corner kills. For Quincy Notre Dame, who, I'll tell you what, they can't, other than losing, they can't be too upset with this contest. It was a great, great game. 5 points for Faith Kinsel, 3 points and including an ace for Lily Marth, 2 points for Delaney Beard. Annie Eaton, who just was huge in set number 3, absolutely huge in set 3, had 7 service points, including an ace. She had 4 kills. 3 of them came back-to-back-to-back in set 3, and she had 2 blocks as well. Emma Hoeing had 7 points, including 2 aces. She had 9 kills, and about, I think, 6 of those came in the third set, at least 4, maybe 5 if I'm 1 off there, and a block as well. Addison Van Eck had 3 service points. Eva Breckenkamp had 5 kills and a block. Abby Schreck had 5 service points, 3 kills, and 2 blocks. Layla Hernandez-Jones had 2 kills and a block. And Allie Entrup had 2 kills and a block. So a great, great contest here tonight at Quincy Notre Dame. We're going to take a break, see if we can get Coach Rexroth on our way up here, and we'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, in just a couple minutes.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
All right, here we go. We're back, and Coach Rexroth found her way up here, and as you were coming on, as we came on, you might have heard her say, "My voice is not very loud." I'm surprised you have a voice left.
It's not much of one.
I'm surprised I have a voice left.
Right?
I'll tell you what. I told people, if you just came to watch the varsity game, you should. We did the freshman game. We did the sophomore. Freshman game was pretty much mostly unaudio. It was just the game because we were setting up, but we wanted to show it. That game, the sophomore. I mean, the volleyball here tonight was absolutely amazing.
It was a lot of fun on all 3 levels. The freshmen, I mean, they played some good volleyball. The JV, coming out strong. It was all 23-20. What's the JV, 26-28, I think?
20, yeah. I'll tell you what, the first 2 were 2-set matches, 26-24, 26-24 in the freshman game.
Yes.
And then it was 20. You guys dominated in set 1 of the, but then JV. You came out, and then 28-26 in set 2. I mean,
I'm so proud of them.
I said, before the varsity match started, I said, I don't know if this varsity match can live up to what the first two did, but it did.
It did. It did. I was thinking that too. I was like, the varsity were all hyped up for the JV getting that 28-26 win, and then, at first I was trying to watch the varsity warm up. I'm like, are we nervous? Are we in the zone? Like, what are we doing? I was trying to read their body language, and they showed me they were in the zone, ready to go.
They were in the zone. Kennedy Adair
was a great start.
I had her 11 kills in the first set.
I was wondering how many she had that first set.
I had her for 14 total, but she didn't have any in set 2.
I thought set 2, they pushed us back in set 2. We made 10 errors in set 2, and you could tell that the errors took an effect on us on that one. We couldn't get her the good. Caitlin did a really nice job of dishing the ball to her that first set. The second set, it was a little harder. She had to take some swings that didn't get her the strong enough swing that she was looking for.
But Quincy Notre Dame brings a block that you're not going to see from anybody else pretty much. I mean, I had them for 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks, I think.
That were kill blocks?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that doesn't even include the ones they got.
Yeah, that they touched or that you guys dug some that most of the time aren't going to get dug too, right?
I thought the girls we did a nice job. Both sets did a nice job of scrambling for the balls tonight.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is when I watched Unity and Southeastern earlier this year, and the word I had for Coach Kerr after that game was coverage, because it just nothing could fall. Tonight, like if you had to pick a word, it's like rally, right? Because both teams rallied to balls that should never have been gotten, right?
Right.
The first one's, if there was one-arm dig, there was 15 or 20 one-arm digs tonight that ended up, that should never have, they should have never worked, right?
Right.
But they never quit on them, and they somehow got them. And that's both teams.
Yeah, it was both sides, both teams, both sides. It was some really good hustle tonight by both teams.
What was cool, and I think both teams kind of had this, but you guys especially, at certain points in the game, especially in set 3, it was other people stepping up, right?
Yeah.
We've talked about you guys being able to have that, but Allison Stortzum
she had a
tonight,
big kill on that one.
huge kills, like 2 or 3 kills down the stretch, right? And Allie Thorman stepped up again tonight.
Yep.
And Ellie Duncan playing defense. Some of those one-arm digs we were talking about, several of those were hers.
Yep.
And it's just
gotta go.
Those people.
You don't know if you don't go.
Everybody thinks Kennedy Adair is the person, and she is. Yes. She is the person. Don't get me wrong, but these girls step up when you need them to.
Yeah, exactly. Without the diggers getting the ball up, there isn't a set for Kennedy, and without Caitlin dishing it out, Kennedy can't put that ball down, or the hitters can't put that ball down. And I thought the girls in key moments where we got, I think we had some first ball kills that were, pivotal in those moments. Allie just really going for it. And, at timeout, it was, who wants to swing at this ball right now? Tell Caitlin, set me. And I thought they all were ready to hit. All of them raised their hand. That's me. I'm ready. So I'm really proud of all their efforts tonight.
Now, I know that you're not happy with service errors, but both teams had service errors. And I kind of felt like tonight, sometimes you serve for percentage, and sometimes you serve to get them out of system or whatever. Mm-hmm. It seemed like tonight both teams made a concerted effort to take a few service errors just to try to get the other team out of system.
I just want it to be the second or third time. I don't like it when we miss the first serve, then or when it's back to back for 4 in a row. But and that's what I said. I told them, we said we got to serve low, we got to serve aggressive tonight, because if we give them any serves that they can get a 3-point pass on, they're going to execute it.
I felt like the liberos for both teams were phenomenal tonight, too.
Yeah, they hustle. I tell you, Sarah's my steady girl. She just stays calm, and she has a beautiful platform.
You talked about the other night, before I let you go, you talked about your senior year. You beat Q&D during the regular season, right?
Right.
And then they got you in
sectional championship.
So I don't know. So there's. You had a great student section. You made a huge deal. The kids made a huge deal about this.
Yeah, yes.
But now, how much in the back of your head are you thinking? My job as a coach is to say, look, I've been where you are. Mm-hmm. It didn't end the way I wanted it to. This one really. it's great we won, but it really doesn't matter, right?
Well, every speech, every year at postseason, it's everyone's 0-0 right now. So until we can get past that one of the very first set of regionals, we don't know what's going to happen. So just stay in your system, stay where you go. And postseason's a tricky business, so we got to take it one game at a time.
So
but, I hope I'm not reliving. It was hard.
It was hard the first time. It was not going to be easier.
It was hard last October.
Wouldn't be any easier as a coach, is it?
Nope, it's not.
Before I let you go, and you can say nothing about this, or you can say some player or some coaches, or not coaches, some fans, and I think some media even questioned whether you guys were as good as your record.
Right.
Because, they haven't played anybody. Mm-hmm. And I've said all along, Illini West is good.
Yes.
Brown County is good.
Yes.
Southeastern is good.
Uh-huh.
And you guys made them look bad at times. Mm-hmm. But it's not because they're bad.
No.
And I think people look past that.
Yes.
Do you think this is a game now that the people in Macomb or the people in West Central Illinois, or maybe the whole state of Illinois, can say, okay, Macomb is here. Macomb is actually a legit volleyball team this year at least.
Right. And that's what I always tell the girls. I'm like, we're a big town surrounded by a lot of small. I mean, I grew up in Colchester, and I know what it's like to have a bullseye on your back, and people are gunning for you, and you always have to be on top. Macomb's kind of like that too. If we lose, then it's a huge upset. If we win, we should have won that game anyways.
Right.
So, I told the girls, you got to go in with a mentality of strong, being aggressive, and when you're the underdogs, you got to play. Like, you just got to go out and lay it all out. It doesn't, just see what can happen. And the girls are a strong team. And, during the summer, it was like, oh, are you going to be down this year? I'm like, no. I mean, we're ready to go. We're ready to reload and keep going.
Well, that's kind of what the whole point of coaching all those levels is about, right?
Yep,
that's
exactly.
That's what it's all about.
Exactly. They've been with me a long time, poor girls. And
poor
they've been
kids.
with all of us. So.
Yeah, poor kids.
Yep.
But, well, Coach, I know you got one more reporter here wanting to talk to you. Okay. So a big win. Congratulations on your victory tonight. I think Macomb has said that they're going to be somebody to watch now.
I think so, too.
At the very least.
I hope so.
Coach Rex Rote talking to us on the postgame show. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
And that'll do it here from Quincy Notre Dame High School, the pit, as Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling has brought Bomber Volleyball to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Sports Corner, you're right. It's always sweet to beat Q&D at Q&D. Not very many people get to say they do that, but it's awesome when you get to do it. I guess nothing I've ever played on got to do it, so I would think it would be awesome anyway. So I want to thank Jenny for helping on the camera tonight. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We're off tomorrow night, but we've got great football action as the Bombers are back in action on Friday night, as well as West Prairie Southeastern in action as well. So for Jenny, for everybody at TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, I'm Dwayne Hulett. Thanks for watching this broadcast from the pit at Quincy Notre Dame. Bombers get a 3-set victory over Q&D, 25-17, 17-25, 25-23. We'll see you next week on the volleyball court, but this weekend, Friday night, for football here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.